before as well. Trent Hinman in that number 7 Volt Mustang is on a charge. He's moving alongside one of those rivals, I think it's the BMW, into the kink. That's not going to work. And James Clay keeping the door shut as they head into turn 5. Still Spencer Papelli leads there. We've got, whoops, there's a big carambolage. Where is that? That's a turn 1 exit, isn't it? Yeah, that's going to bring up full course caution.
And that makes me think I preempted that accident because I misidentified the Aston Martin earlier on as the 09, as the 99. Well, it is the 99 Aston Martin involved this time. The 33 Mercedes has its hood vertical after contact with the big nose of that 33 Merc. Also involved the 22 Ford Mustang, which is trailing the rear valance, but massive damage on the Aston Martin. The rear right wheel virtually torn from the back of that car, and that is at right angles to where it should be situated. So let's try and get you some names with this as well. It's Stephen Phillips in the number 99 Automatic Racing Aston Martin. The 14 Audi carrying damage as well. How many cars involved in this incident? GMG Racing and George Kurtz carrying damage with the the rear right of that car with a huge shark bite out of it, Jeremy Shaw.
Yeah, these cars are all dicing for a 10th place on back. There's a big gaggle of them heading in there. And yeah, that's a real mess.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I don't mean to laugh purely at Jeremy's shortage of words, but I think you've summed it up very nicely there. The rear right wheel on that 14 car for George Kurtz isn't facing in the right direction, and it steered him off the track to driver's left and very nearly into the tyre barrier for a second time. He's doing a tremendous job to try and get the car back on the track. He might think again, though, at limping that back, because the danger is if he goes up onto the banking, it might be a further accident for the 14 car, which has a wheel mark on the left-hand side as well. Yeah. Perhaps an indication of how close the cars were battling, and there is lifeblood from that Audi fluid, coolant, pouring out the right-hand side of that Audi. And obviously, yeah, that is coolant from the engine, from the 5.2-litre V10, I think the Audi holds. And again, the car being steered in the wrong direction. There are 3 steering wheels on that Audi currently. Yeah,
not good, is it? And Eric Foss, the defending, well, not defending, because he is the current champion in the ST class, now moved up to GS with Marilla Racing and his regular co-driver Jeff Mosing. He was right in the thick of that battle as well. I don't know whether the number 56 car escaped undamaged. Hopefully it did. Seems to be, I think, where is it? It's come past here on this lap. 56 laps now completed. Now 52 to go. Whoa! Oh,
okay. Another opportunity for Jeremy and I to view the incident. 4 cars certainly involved. The 33 Mercedes, the 14 Audi, as we've mentioned, of George Kurtz, the 22 Mustang, I think it was.
Yeah, he was in the thick of that probably.
Yes, 22 Mustang and the 99 Aston, which is not going to move.
No,
sadly.
And the 22 and the number 99 car, they were a little way behind. Here we are on board the number 22 Ford. This is Chase Briscoe.
Well, it was a spinning car. It was the 14 car that spun. Now, that might have been as a result of contact. And then the problem is the 22 stopped in time, but then more cars presented with stopped machinery in the middle of the track. Yeah. It's a classic freeway accident, really, whereby you get a moment for one car and then everyone else behind can't stop in time. Massive damage for the Mercedes. Radiator sitting just behind the front of that car, and it's significantly damaged the rad, but also popped the hood, the bonnet, up to near enough 90 degrees. So how the driver of the 33 Mercedes could see where they were going, I'll never know. 33, page 2 of timing required. Russell Ward at the wheel of the 33 Mercedes. Yeah. So that's a real shame. Just gone past half distance of this first race of the year of the IMSA Continental Tyre Sports Car Challenge, and we're under our 3rd caution of the race.